Hi, I'm Dave from Your Art Butler, and we produce the finest quality limited edition prints. One question I keep getting asked is what exactly is a limited edition print? So I'm going to go into that in a couple of minutes' time. One thing though, we work with artists and buyers from around the world. So if you're watching this live, if you're watching this on a recording, it'd be great if you could put into the comment section below where you're actually watching from. And if technology is working, hopefully we'll be able to give you a quick shout out as well. But today I've got a very special guest, an amazing abstract artist, Jon Ing. Jon, how are you doing?
Hi guys, hi David, good to see everyone. Hello.
It's great. Technology is actually working this time for us. We had a bit of a stutter last week.
We did, and possibly on my part, so I'll take full responsibility, David. So I think it was all down to me and age, but we're here now. That's good. We're here now.
Let's both blame our ages, yes. Right, so today we wanted to launch your online shop selling limited edition prints of your art. And over the last week or two, you've been posting out on social media to find which is your favourite image that we can use for the shop front picture.
Indeed, yeah.
And the votes are now in. Which picture's actually won?
So yeah, we've had a really good response, had a massive response on Facebook and social media. Also, again, a really good response texting and privately in email. So that was great. The winner, or the one that got the most votes, was Party Popper. So that's the one we're gonna go with.
Great stuff. And hopefully, if technology works for me, we might even be there we go. There's Party Popper.
Fabulous.
Great stuff. So that's actually going to be the shop front picture for your shop. And I'll tell you what, let's have a look at some of your other art, and I'll actually explain exactly what a limited edition print is. So basically, it's the closest you can get to buying an original painting, but actually about 20% of the price. And it's the complete opposite to a mass-produced, low-quality poster you'd normally buy in the shops. The printers we use, they're the finest quality printer in the UK. They've got about 6,000, I think they're the only printers in the world with 6,000 positive Trustpilot reviews from artists and photographers. And when an artist is deciding on a print, we offer 15 different types of paper. So the artist can choose the exact paper to really complement their painting. And this includes, I'm going to get the pronunciation wrong on this, the hand mule print range, which literally is the finest quality paper in the world. These guys have been producing paper since about 1550. And again, the quality is just completely second to none. And the printing process they use is a world apart from a standard printer you and I would actually have at home. They actually produce what's called a giclée print. And the quality of these is quite often difficult to tell between the actual original. So you can see every detail of every brush stroke on the image. And the inks they use are archive quality inks, so they're never going to fade at all. So you know you're going to have a beautiful print for years to come. But the big thing about limited edition prints is the fact that they're actually limited and the rarity value of them. So the artist only releases a very small number of prints, so you'll be assured of having something unique. And I think, Jon, with your work, we're just doing each print in only 20 editions.
Yeah.
And the other thing about this is we spread those over small, medium and large sizes. So because some of your work, Jon, is actually quite large canvases, aren't they?
Yeah, so I think a really good or a poignant point for a lot of people is the sizes that we've got working with you guys, Dave, is they're really flexible. So they're at a point where they're manoeuvrable into different rooms, and certain art is at a certain size. You need a big wall to hang it, and it can't really be moved anywhere because it just stays where it is. But I think the great thing about all of these is they are all on great sizes, that they are flexible to move around the house. You've got hallways, kitchens, living rooms, conservatories or garden houses, but they're all at a great size that can be moved if you do a wee bit of decorating. I know from my point of view, the art or the furniture that I buy, which I think art for me falls into that category, is you keep it with you, and as you decorate and move bits around, bits of furniture, I think art does fall into that. So you're going to buy a print that you'll be able to move into one room, decorate, move into another room in a few years' time. So I think it'll work with you and live with you, and then it'll just move its way, hopefully, around your property or house, etc. So, but they are a perfect size for that. So they're ideal for flexibility in housing them and showing them off. So that's a really good point. That's a really good point, David.
Yeah, some of my canvases, they're 4 foot by 4 foot, which is just far too big for some rooms. So having that flexibility for the smaller prints will be really useful. And have you got an idea of how big a small print is of yours?
Yeah, I've just found, so the smallest one that we're doing is 17. I'm a metric man, so you'll have to bear with me if you're imperial, but 17 by 33, give or take a wee bit. So I'm going to move back a bit and I'm going to give you an idea, give everyone an idea. So I don't know if you can get that into there. This is slightly bigger, so only slightly, only by a couple of centimetres, etc., smaller on the height, and then a bit bigger on the width. But it gives you an idea, and that's the smallest one we've got. So that's a good size, if you guys can see that. That's a really good size to move about and to find a home for, so to speak. So let's put it back. Cool.
Great stuff. And each print actually comes with a certificate of authenticity to guarantee its provenance. And each certificate has actually got an individual hologram that matches the hologram for the print, so you know you've got something truly unique there. But the big thing to me about today is because we're literally just launching your shop now, there's the opportunity of getting the first prints of all your print runs. And to me, there's always something special about having the #1 prints in a print run. I think it's always deemed the most valuable and the most collectible. So I think there's that great opportunity now to go and buy to get the #1 print that might not be there in 10 minutes time. Because as soon as that first print goes, it can never be bought again, and then you buy the second and third print in the run.
Yeah, I agree. Let me pick you up and I'll show you. Because we have got the original sat behind me. So if you bear with me a sec.
Great.
Let's walk and talk, or lean back and talk. Oh, here we go. So I'll give you guys again a bit of a look at the party popper. This is the original one, so this is obviously slightly bigger, but just to show you guys a bit of the colour in there. I don't know if that's coming out.
Yeah, I can see that. Yes.
For you in a certain way. There we go. So absolutely loaded with colour, loaded with huge amount of colours that we've all splashed in there. There you go.
I love your use of colours. Yeah, it makes really painting pop.
Let's put you back down. Cool. Yeah, that's work. So that's the original up there behind, and obviously with the quality of the images that we've got, David, they're going to be really good. They work really well, I think, for minimalistic walls, especially if you've got a graphite or an anthracite white wall that you just want just an injection of colour or a splash of colour, just to give the room a bit of a lift. They'd be perfect for that, because again, they've got so much colour in there. They do lend well with just plain walls.
Definitely, yes. I must admit, I love the plain walls with that the abstract art. And again, it's just the colours that really appeal to me. Cool. So I think we're all ready now to launch your online shop then. So
Okay.
I'll press the button. Yep.
Yeah.
Cool.
So yeah, go for it.
Right. So the shop's open, and I say get in there quick if you want to get the #1 print from Jon's work. But also, I also wanted to mention that profits from Your Art Butler also help fund an amazing charity called the Arts for Life Project. And they work with young people with complex hidden needs who are pushed to the margins of society. And myself and everybody involved in Art Butler has worked with the charity for a number of years now. They do amazing work. So by buying one of Jon's prints, not only do you get an amazing piece of art that will look stunning on the wall, you're also helping give something back and potentially fund the next generation of artists coming through as well. So, right, so the shop's now live and open, and yeah, really excited to see who's going to be the lucky ones to get the #1 prints of your work.
Fabulous. Yeah. So jump on it, guys. Have a look. If you like anything, yeah, please, yeah, support new artists or old artists. But yeah, have a look. There's some really cool stuff on there.
Great stuff. And yeah, Your Art Butler and Jon will be on the front page there.
Fabulous. Okay. Just a quick hello to everyone. David, again, thank you for you and your team for the support that you've given me over the last month or so with getting this up and running. So that's I'm really grateful for that. And a big hello to everyone who's watching.
Great stuff. Yeah, thanks everybody for tuning in. And Jon, thanks for joining. It's been great to chat to you. And
you're very welcome.
In a couple of days.
Okay. See you guys.
All right. Cheers, Jon. Thanks. Thanks, everybody. Bye.